Hi, Bessie. Welcome back. So, I need to work on my monthly mood challenge, bingo challenge, and maybe some other challenge. So, if that interests you and you're into the cash stuffing, cash envelopes, budgeting, let's go ahead and get started. But guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel, turn your notification to all. So, let's go ahead and get started. Hi, Bestie. Welcome to my page. My name is Miss Frugal, also known as Karen. If you're new to my page, welcome. I'm so glad you're here with me today. And hopefully you'll find something interesting on my page. And if you've been here before, hey girl, hey. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So this is my blackout budget planner layout for the month of May, and I did add these stickers here, and I need to go ahead and jot down my monthly amounts by the category on this particular sticker here that I got out of Live Love Posh sticker book. And if you're interested in my monthly budget, please make sure you check out that video that I uploaded a few days ago. And then I did end up doing the paycheck budget if you're interested in that. But do you do monthly and paycheck budgets? Or do you just do the monthly, or do you just do paycheck budget? If you can leave that in the comments. Be interested to see what everybody does. So for the month of May, I did decide to do the Happy Planner monthly challenge along with the Live Love Posh monthly savings challenge this month. So for the Live Love Posh, I have to do $15. And then for the Happy Planner budget sticker, I'm going to do $1 for this week. So I'm going to have to cash stuff $16. I say, you know what? These challenges are small. And I was like, I could definitely do these challenges. That's why I added it to my goal for the month of May. So I have to decide on which binder I want to utilize to cash stuff this particular savings challenge into. So let me get a binder so I can do that. But before I do that, this is my sinking funds binder, just in case you're new here. And if you didn't catch my budget video, I had went to the ATM and withdrawn $200 to cash stuff for this week. So since I only have 20, I typically would go within my sinking funds binder to condense it down so I can do my particular, savings challenges that I'm currently working on. So I know it's Mother's Day weekend, and if you are a mother, I want to wish you a blessed and wonderful Mother's Day. Hopefully it's filled with love and everything you desire. And then also for those that mothers have transitioned that's no longer here, my thoughts and prayers are definitely for you guys. I understand, each year is kind of different with the emotions if your mother is no longer here, but guys, I'm really thinking about you. My thoughts and prayers are with you. My thoughts and prayer always go out to those that when these type of holidays and different birthdays come up, when your parent or your loved one is no longer here, where you can celebrate with them. I don't know, you guys hold a special place in my heart. So hopefully you have a blessed day and hopefully you are in good spirits. But if you're not, just know that you're not alone and that there's some other like you that are experiencing, not having a parent here. Alright, so now let's go ahead. Since I've condensed my monies down so I can cash stuff, I'm going to add the monies from these two challenges into this particular binder. I say, you know what, since this is my animal print budget planner that I'm using, it makes sense to go into this binder here. So let me jot down here which savings challenges I'll be tracking with this particular tracker. So for these two particular challenges right here, whatever I save, they would definitely go towards my taxes. I haven't received the bill yet, so I don't know the exact amount yet, but it should be here soon. I signed up for email, so I should receive an email because it's already May. I might end up getting the email this weekend, but we shall see. And I haven't received the bill through mail yet, but it should be here because it's due like June 14th and it's almost May 14th. So it should be here soon, and that's what I will use this money towards. One thing I wish, when you paid your mortgage and everything off, you own your home, you own land or whatsoever, I wish we didn't have to pay real estate taxes towards it. I mean, that would be so great, once you paid off your mortgage, you finished paying off your last loan bill for purchasing land, that you didn't have to worry about paying taxes. Now, wouldn't that be great if that was something that was eliminated? That would be absolutely awesome. Man, now I wonder would that ever happen in the future. Okay, so now let me get my notepad so I can jot this down, what I've done so far. Okay, so, Alright, now that I've done that, let me go ahead and get my other challenges that I plan on working on today. And that's in this planner here, and that is my mood tracker and my bingo challenge. This is the monthly challenges that I'm working on for the month of May. If you're interested in the mood tracker, that is available from Dreamy Budgets, and I will have her information in the description. And so far, guys, for this, the first week, I had a pretty good week. I've been tired, and I did end up placing 2 stickers on one of them because I had, I had multiple moves that day. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna put, 2 stickers on that particular one. So for this challenge, let me write down how much I need to cash stuff. I need to cash stuff $8 for my mood tracker for this week. And so my goal is to do this every week. Track my mood, but if I get behind, it might be 2 or 3 weeks added together. So I think I'm going to add this to my pink vertical binder here. Okay, let's see. That's my bingo scratch off. Let's see if I have something empty in here. Nope, I don't have any. So what I need to do, I definitely need to take out my completed savings challenges that I've never allocated. I'm going to take those 2 savings challenges out so I can add my May mood tracker in. And so I would get to those 2 savings challenges that I've completed. I'll get to that later because I definitely need to use that money. I'm thinking I might end up using it towards my granddaughter's birthday since I haven't allocated it to anything yet. But yeah, for the mood tracker, make sure you go to Dreamy Budgets to get your mood tracker. She updates it every month. And I absolutely love the mood tracker. I was so late in the month of April that I actually missed it, and I was kind of disappointed in that. So this is my April Bingo Monthly Savings Challenge. I'm going to take that out so I can replace it with my May Bingo Challenge. This savings challenge here is available on the Ko-Fi shop as well. And I'll have that information in the description too. So I already wrote down the amounts for the first week for this challenge, but let me go ahead and cut this down real quick so I can fit better into my cash envelope. Okay, so for B, I wrote in 4, because for B, budget wins. If you stay within your budget, you save your $4. I, investments or interest earned. And if you know spend day, $5. G is a giveaway for $2. And your O is whether you've been over budget where you cash stuff for $1. So with everything I've done with that particular first week of May, based on bingo, I'll be cash stuffing $9, and I need to condense, guys. So I'm gonna take the $20 out of my cash tray, go in my sinking funds, and break down to lower bills so I can cash stuff for this particular challenge. Alright, let me get some lower bills so I can do my different saving challenges. And now let's count this money up to make sure it reconciles. 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, let me put this $20 in here. Back into my sinking funds binder. Okay, so I'm going to take the $9 out of this $20, and then I'm going to place the rest back into the cash tray. Okay, so $11 going back into the cash tray, and 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $9. And that's how much I saved for my first week of my bingo challenges. And the great thing about it, for the first week, I didn't go over budget, and that's a plus. Alright. Trying to see if should I cut down this some more? Yeah, let me go ahead and cut this down some more, guys. So do you have any plans for Mother's Day? If so, leave that in the comments. I'm thinking about going to the grave site and adding some new flowers to my mother's grave. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I just need to go get some new flowers so I can add to it. Okay, so now let me go ahead and update my planner of those 2 saving challenges that I just done. Alright, make sure I write down the right amount. The move tracker, $8. And bingo, $9. Okay, so these are the completed challenges that I've done, guys. And I'm going to use the money that I saved with these particular challenges to get my granddaughter some for her birthday. Alright, so for these completed challenge here, guys, I'm going to use this money here towards my granddaughter's birthday. This is the April Bingo challenge here that I've completed, and I saved $29 here. Alright, this is the love challenge that Taj had. Okay, so this is a Tosh challenge that I did in the month of February. Okay, I need to change the amount that I have right here on the total, and let's go ahead and count this money out to see what I save. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Okay, so I saved $30 for this challenge. One thing I like about these small challenges, when you do several of them, they do tend to add up. They really do. Okay, so this the gelatin. It says $20. 10. Yep, $20 safe with this one. Okay, so let me get my CP Petite binder. That's the one where I did the princess challenge. I need to add that to this. Alright, so let's get this one. And let's see how much I saved. It looks like it said I saved $24 doing this challenge here. And I'm gonna add this towards getting my grandbaby's birthday gift. Okay, yep, $24. 5, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm going to add all of these up to see how much it totals all together. Okay, 20, 30, and 29. Okay, so all together, that's $103. So with this amount, I definitely can get the activity center I saw a few months ago that I think she would absolutely love. But we'll see. I haven't decided on exactly what I want to get her yet. But let me get my Blackout budget planner for the crossword, not the crossword, with the challenges, the gelatin and the love on top challenge that I did months ago, the month of February. I'm not sure if I jotted that down in one of my trackers in my sinking funds. I'm thinking I didn't because it wasn't in my sinking funds binder, but let me double check to make sure. Because if I did, I definitely need to deduct those amounts. So let's see. It doesn't look like, cause it doesn't look like I jotted it down anywhere. Let me make, cause I want to make sure, my books reconciles. Let's see, cause I do have an unallocated category, but I'm thinking that I probably didn't write it down here because it's not in my unallocated pouch in my sinking funds binder. But I just want to make sure first. Okay, so that's good. Okay, just making sure, guys, that I take care of that and jot it down just in case I had it on my tracker there. Alright. So since it's not on any of my trackers, I do want to add it with this paycheck budget. I do have a blank sheet where I can just make notations of what I've done. because I definitely want to account for it, and I definitely want to make sure I made some type of notation of what I did with that money. I want to account for everything that I do. So I'm going to write down all of these amounts that I saved with all of those challenges here. So if I ever have to flip back, I would know exactly what I did with those particular challenges. And then later I'm going to have to update my spreadsheet. Okay, so now since I've jotted that down, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sort this money down by each denomination. And then I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to place it to the side. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and count it up to make sure it reconciles. Alright, let's go ahead. Get this calculator, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and $20. Alright, so it reconciles to the $103. So my grandbaby loves to learn. And I want you guys to leave in the comments any recommendations that you have for a 2-year-old birthday gift. I sell an activity center, a learning center for 2-year-olds, and that's why I was thinking about getting her. And I'll try to leave a picture here, but leave that in the comments. And I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure you turn on your notification bells to all so you know when I upload my next video. I do have to do my 50 envelope challenge for the week. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Toodles.